Not ready.
Well, you can listen. Doesn't take that long. Flip it over to the back. The reason you have to use this little paper ruler is I established the distance from 0 to 1, just a random distance, to be a distance of 1, and I made a unit circle. What's a unit circle again?
Something of 1.
The radius is 1. So if you were to lay your ruler with the 0 at the origin, you can see that the circle starts at 1, and if you spun it around, it's the distance of 1 all the way around there. Okay, so you have to use this ruler because this is what I use to establish a distance of 1. Okay, flip it back to the front side. See what you remember from yesterday. It says if a ray passes through the unit circle, then the x-coordinate of the intersection point gives which ratio was attached to x yesterday? Remember there's 6 ratios. Which one was the x? Cosine. Remember alphabetical order. Cosine is the x value of the point, and the y coordinate gives us which ratio? Sine. What ratio can be found by taking y and dividing by x? Which one was y over x? Tangent. So, it says use the unit circle, the unit ruler, and the protractor to do the following. Estimate the sine, cosine, and tangent ratios for each angle measure. So we're going to draw in a 40-degree angle with our protractor. We'll go to the back side. Oh, I'll have to grab a real protractor because I didn't cut mine out. So lay your protractor on there. At the origin is where the center of your protractor goes. Mark the 40 mark. Then with your straight edge, draw a ray through that mark.
Where's the 40? Right there?
Right there.
Not the 45, not the 40?
Yeah.
Need a ruler. I got one.
Okay, we want the sine, cosine, and tangent ratios for this 40-degree angle. We know that the hypotenuse is 1, because we're on the unit circle. What I need is the x and y coordinate here. How am I going to get the x and y coordinate? Austin?
You make it right.
Make a right triangle. So I've got to drop straight down. So if you use your ruler, use like the 0 line. See how the 0 line has a little, put it right on top of the x-axis so you know you're perpendicular is what I'm getting at. So you're not at an angle here. So you're nice and perpendicular. Draw your perpendicular line. So now you use your ruler, and you're going to get the horizontal distance is the x value, the vertical distance is the y value. So put the 0 back on the origin.
Wait, will you slow down?
Yep. Okay. In a holding pattern.
Yeah, because that's 3%.
So what are you guys getting for your horizontal distance? 0.7 what? 3? If we're within 1 on the hundredths place, that we're doing good. So I got about 0.73 is my x.
Wait, how did you do that?
Just put my 0 at the origin. I'm just measuring the length of the bottom side of my triangle because that's my x value. Horizontal and vertical, how I get to that point. And now measure the vertical. I'm going to turn my paper because it's easier. My dot's a little bit large, but what do you think? 0.62 sounds good. So the y value is about 0.62, maybe 0.63, depending on. Did you get it or no?
I didn't get 0.6.
What'd you get?
Wait, 0 to 0.
You got to make sure you're lining up 0 here.
Yeah, I have like 0.3.
No, you're using the end of, see the zero right here?
Over there. Oh.
The zero's right here. Gotta have that zero.
What?
She's got it.
She's got it. Was that what the problem was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we know that ordered pair, what is the cosine of a 40-degree angle? What's the ratio going to be? Which one of these is giving me cosine? X or Y?
X.
X. So, on the other side, it says estimate sine, cosine, and tangent. So the sine of 40 degrees is about equal to, cosine of 40 degrees is about equal to, and tangent of 40 degrees is about equal to. So what was the sine again? 0.62, was it? The Y value? And what was the cosine?
0.73.
7.3. And how do I get tangent?
Divide.
How do I divide? Which way? Which order? Y divided by X. Because remember, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that's 0.62 divided by 0.73. We need a calculator here. 'Cause we don't want to leave.
God, use a calculator.
Oh, well, this you have to do a calculator for.
Well, you know,
0.85 sounds good. Yeah, that part you're going to use a calculator for, but that's the only part you could use a calculator for. Okay, you've got the rest of these to do. B through F.
so is this our homework?
No, this is not. This is the activity for the day.
Can I go, take
Yeah,
care of
take care of that.
The author that-
Oh, okay, maybe a half hour. Whatever it takes. This is a good activity. There's a lot of understanding that's going to come out of it down here. So,
So everything we draw is not going to be on this.
yes.
It takes more than 15.
Okay, I have a half hour. How's that? So then once we get B through F done, then we'll talk about 3, and then we'll do the bottom ones here. B through F is the long part. 3 and 4 are going to be really quick.
We do them together.
I'll get you started on them. We're going to discuss answers here after you guys try them, but if anybody needs help, let me know.
You guys just want to camp out over here for a little bit.
Will you get going?
I don't know
I
where
don't even know.
Are we supposed to give you ratings and everything?
No. All there. What you got? Okay, now we're going to do 170 degrees. Yep. So you put your, bring around from 0 over to 170. Then go on the ray, then find the ordered pair. Option? You gotta drop, always make your right triangle back to the x-axis.
Oh, okay.
Always connect to the x-axis.
Okay.
Always. Straight down. So the sine values will be really small there.
Wait, what am I doing?
The ordered pair.
Yeah, I know that.
So it's the left and then the up. The left gives you the x and the up gives you the y. You want to know this distance, the ruler, and then this distance.
Like exactly 10. I got 0.99.
Yeah, the 1 would be right on the circle. And it's a negative direction, so that's a negative .99. So the ruler doesn't have negative numbers on it. You gotta know that that's a negative direction.
Mine is exactly 10.
Well, 'cause you got it lined up on there. You don't have it on the pointer. You gotta put it like there for the 0. Oh, goodness. That would be why it's exact. Because you're on the circle.
Oh, and then that'd be 1. Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Mildly embarrassing. Wait, which one's the X and which one's Y?
Oh, your ruler. Here, you
Mine is,
got scissors.
I don't know what that means.
We've got scissors around here. You gotta have this cut off so you can see these tick marks.
Okay. So
Here,
if I have-
I'll help you out.
Which one is that?
Wait, am I going?
Mine is an X with Y. Cottage. X, Y, and we put
There.
Y.
Now there's the 0. So put it on the end right there and then measure back.
How's it going, gang? Good enough today?
Terrible.
Why? It's terrible today.
This is an awesome activity they're doing today.
Was that you?
Yeah.
you're in school.
Well, I wasn't
You got it.
downgrading the size.
Oh.
No, I know what you were doing. I know.
Backpedal.
He wasn't, that wasn't out for you.
Well,
That was
even
just
though the
him being
Okay,
crap.
so your order pair, think about plotting this point.
Trig is.
What number is the X value that takes you?
We're making trig right now.
Nope, starting at the origin, yeah, that.
Sine, cosine smells like what?
Geometry.
And I didn't do well in geometry.
I like geometry, but not this part right now.
Cosine is always the X value of your ordered pair. If your ordered pair you scroll down, cosine is always the X. Correct.
Oh my god.
Oh, those tick marks are by 2.
We screwed up.
Yeah, a little bit. Each tick mark, you know, like, there's only 5 tick marks between there, so each one's a .02.
I'm not changing the number in.
I'm not changing it right now, I'm ready to.
Yeah, well, now that you know it, let's do it, thank you, Austin.
What? I'm just ruining
See,
my
from point,
life.
like, I'll show you.
Just kill me now.
Oh, I didn't even look. That was bad, that was really bad on my part. See, like, from point 1 to point 2, how many tick marks do I have in there?
5.
5, so each one's worth a .02. So this one would be .12, 14, 16, 18.
Confused.
Oh.
Yeah, so these are bad. These are so this should be like .4. This one would be .6. It's got double those.
So sine is X and cosine is Y?
Alphabetical order. Think X before Y, C before S.
So cosine is with X?
Very good.
So it stays kind of like this, not in the sine. Okay. Sine, they stay the same, right?
What do you mean by
The
that?
X and the Y.
Cosine is always X, sine is always Y. Is there a graph?
Yeah.
And X
Now
over
I don't
Y.
even know what's happening. I messed up the Y over X.
Why did I do that?
I don't know why she put X over Y. Why did you have to say anything, Austin? You were perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
No. They're approximate. Actually, 1, 5. The next one's gonna be a 1, 1, 5, 1, 5. Yeah, so each tick mark is a .2.
Well, I'm not too sure what happened. I don't get it.
Okay, so you've got, we're going to the origin, we're measuring to the origin. You're at .9, and how many tick marks is it? 4? So that's, 4 would be .8, so .98.
Okay.
Each one counts as 2.
Okay.
Yep, and it's in a negative direction, so it's to be negative .98.
Okay.
And then the up is positive.
Yeah, Mr. Schwartz, look at how pretty it is.
Yeah, so you put some colors in it.
I know.
Do I start from the origin?
You can have some.
Yeah, always do, because that's where you get to an origin area, you always start at the origin when you
So
plot.
I want to do this one.
Yep.
Negative 145.
Put your ruler upside down on it.
Like that.
Yep. Not ruler, but point.
145.
Jamie, doing all right?
Yeah.
180 over to here, so then how much more do you have to go? You can do this one. Yeah.
Oh.
Can it be a negative 1.76, like if you have to tangent?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what do I put in?
So we got over that.
B?
I'm sorry, I had to go back and change them. I just don't know if I'm sure.
For like what?
But it's
How is that, did you? Point one. Is that what you
I
got?
don't like how everything overlaps.
Oh, okay.
I probably did it wrong.
What'd you get for your sign?
Your sign's positive though. The sign that just was up, the Y value's up, so that's positive. It's the actual ordered pair. The X was negative, but the sign was positive to go up.
Can,
Well, now make your tangent negative.
No.
how do I do the negative? I just wanna make sure I don't mess it up.
Negative, remember, just means you start here and you go this way. So you
Oh.
wanna lay your protractor on there right now. Start at the 0 over there.
Please tell me if I did.
Yep. Yep, yep. Except it's, oh yeah, yep, you did.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Yeah, you are. It's just coming out negative now instead of positive. Because it's the same two numbers you're dividing, so that one's positive and one's negative, so the ratio's gonna be negative. Very good. Yeah.
How did I do 325?
325, so we only go for 180, so let's get the first 180 out of the way. How much past 180 do I have to go to get to 325? So I gotta go 125 past here. Yep. Right after that. Same point. If that other one was done right. Yeah. I think that's something I would have done. Remember, yeah, negative means you start here, and then you go this way.
Okay.
So put your protractor on that way. Oh, you're supposed to.
Anybody got to E?
No.
Anybody else get to E?
I feel
Kinda like.
I'm afraid that I did it wrong.
you did not.
It's a what? Oh, no, no,
Yep, remember a negative just means I start here and then I rotate this way.
I can do it.
Yep, absolutely, the best way to do it.
Alright, now we're good.
Cruising now?
Huh?
Cruising?
Yep, now we're rolling.
Lexi, what do you have? Negative, no, this is 0, and then we go this way. Yes, that's correct.
And then when I draw the line,
Always come back to the
I
extra.
need to try
Yeah.
to.
Hold on. Take care of that.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of that. I like the third one. School started.
We would just do A through F.
Yeah. If you want to look at the next, figure it out, but you don't. After everybody gets their app figured out. Alexis, I think you may have done the negative 145 wrong.
Probably you do. Wait, how did you
Yep.
do it? I got it on
So-
the same line as negative one.
Nope, that's correct. Negative 1, so I start here, this is my 0, and negative just means I go this way. And I want to go 145. So it's bulking here.
Is it? I thought it was.
Just right.
Remember, this way 0. That's negative 90. It's going to be over here somewhere.
Question.
You have to have. Because you want this to be this point right here. To be on the board. Should I cut that off right there so you can get it? Just not this. Cut it off for you.
Okay,
I think so. Yeah, does it mind your desk? So you might be a little bit off on you when you do this, but when you do. Oh, you could, is that what you were doing? Oh, I thought you were lining it up. Okay, as long as you just see the paper, you have that on your board. Now you do. So this is the 0 you want, this is my 0, here's 0 here. Let it
Oh, they're like right beside each other. I gave that a lunch at oh, on the outside?
Because the 0's here. 180 is here. Don't want to start at 180, you want to start at 0. No, it's 0.
Yeah, but I don't understand which one to use.
The 0, whichever one has a 0.
Oh, it is.
Always has 0. Well, not this way. When I want to look at it, I don't care what's over there. I want, I already know this way. Which one of these is 0? This is my 0. Nope, we always start here, it's like a standard. It starts here and you go all the way to here.
Okay, I get it. Oh, yeah, but, this is short. You said that it was negative 145.
Yeah. So we're starting right here though. This is my 0. So the 0's here. Yep, 145. So that positive x-axis is my 0 starting point. Okay, do you agree that this is a 0? And I want to go this way. 145 degrees. So I know it's going to be over here somewhere. You line that up.
It's negative, I just put this like this.
Yep, and then start from the 0.
Okay.
Yep, you just want to rotate that clockwise way. I'll say 15-minute activity if you want.
A little long.
Yeah, that first part, the next ones are going to be quick. I think people are getting close.
Yeah, I think I did it wrong.
You divided them wrong. What did you get for C?
How do I do
What did you get for C?
325. Okay, your thing only goes up to 180. And we know that's over here. So how much past 180 do I have to do?
Wrong now. You're gonna have slightly different.
So I want to go 145 past this line here. So from over there, go another 145. Yeah.
I got a headache.
I know. I don't even know your process. What's going on?
What else should we do then when we're done with this?
We're gonna do start the next part together. But I want to.
I'm almost there. I got one more. I know.
Actually, why don't I just start people on that, but we'll all stop and we'll start that middle part for those that are there. They're actually quite easy. So let's take a look at, was it part 3?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody stop and look at part 3. It says, estimate the sine, cosine, and tangent ratios for each angle measure. Use the unit circle. What did I need to know up here to get the sine, cosine, and tangent? I needed a point. Okay? I want these values for a 0-degree angle. Let's go back. Where is the 0-degree angle at?
On the X.
On the x-axis. It's this one right here. So I'll draw the ray. Which point would be best for me to use? The one that's on the unit circle. What is the ordered pair here? Try again. 1, 0. Can you tell me the cosine ratio of 0 degrees? What is it?
Can't do it.
Cosine is x, 1. What's the sine ratio of 0 degrees? 0. It's the same thing. And tangent is?
1 over 0.
No. 0 divided by 1 is 0. So all three of them are right there. Anytime you know a point on the unit circle, you can get all three ratios. So for 0 degrees, sine of 0 was 0. Cosine of 0 was 1. And tangent of 0. See, what these ones, you're not going to have to use your ruler at all, because they're going to be right on an axis. And then this would be 0 divided by 1 is 0. Do you want to do 90 together, or you think you got it? Okay. I'll do 90, then I'm going to stop. So 90, where's the 90-degree angle at? Straight up. Okay, here's the ray for 90 degrees.
They're like they're like the 222, or 2, oh wait, no, that's 2.
Nope, they're all going to land on one of these axes. What's the ordered pair there? 0, 1. How hard is it to get sine, cosine, and tangent? Not very. So go ahead and finish that up. Tangent would be undefined. And then you should be able to answer the questions in 4 after having gone through all of this without my assistance.